This is how much I made in 1 month being part of TikTok's creativity program beta. And I want to talk about that money and whether or not I think it's viable to try to make a full-time living by just creating TikTok videos. But before we get into that, I want to talk about the amount of money that came in through my account, $4,800, which is no small amount of money, but let's also be realistic, that's not going to change anybody's life either. Because that $4,800 came from roughly 10 million plus qualified views, and I actually brought in more views than that last month. Those 10 million were just the ones that were qualified and eligible for monetization. So yes, the money's nice. No, the money that I made isn't life-changing, but it begs the question, if we wanted to change our lives just by creating videos and posting them to TikTok, how do we make that happen? Is it even possible? Is it even worth it? Do we have an opportunity to make a full-time living here? Content creation is a super competitive business right now. That's no secret. And while you could make a full-time living creating content for this app, it's not something I recommend. This is why. First off, content creation takes a huge amount of time, and it can be mentally exhausting because of the continuous amounts of mental effort you have to put into a piece of media in order for people to care about it. In fact, it's so much work that in my opinion, it's not worth pursuing unless you can make deep into the six figures creating media. So let's say in order for creating content on TikTok to be worth it, you have to make a minimum of $120,000 to $150,000 per year because it's going to be a full-time job. And there's a lot of other full-time pursuits that you could make more money doing. But let's talk about what it's going to take in order for you to make a fat six figures every single year making videos on this platform. This is what 100 grand looks like. And in order to pull 100 grand, you actually have to be generating around 30 million qualified organic views every month on the platform. Now, is that possible? Absolutely. It's possible for me. It's possible for you. It's possible for anyone. But if we're going to make it happen, we also have to address the fact that making a full-time living off of creating TikTok videos comes at the expense of other things we could be spending our time on. Because if you're able to create six figures on the content that you produce, that achievement means you could be making way more money by building a business off of the back of the account that you've grown. If you're pulling the kind of views needed to make six figures every year, it means that you're sitting on media and reach that could make you deep into the seven figures every year, if you're smart about your content creation and the business that you build on the back of it. So if you set out to make a full-time living making TikTok videos, you're sort of missing the forest for the trees. Because if you have the ability to pull those kind of views, not only can you monetize your audience by building a business, but you could probably make more money monetizing your views on platforms like Facebook and YouTube. Because right now they're paying better than TikTok is, if we're being honest. So my overall thoughts are this: is it possible to make six figures in a full-time living creating TikTok videos? Absolutely. Is it worth the trouble and the effort that goes into it? Maybe not. Because YouTube is still king when it comes to turning views into dollars. And TikTok is still the best place to grow and be discovered. But if you're in the business of content creation to make a lot of money, you need to be focused on monetizing your views through a business that's associated with your channel, not by relying on platforms that can change the rules on you at any given moment. Because the creativity program could disappear tomorrow. Now, don't get me wrong, the money that came through the creativity program is nice, and it's a great place to start. But it's not enough for you to get paid to focus all your time and effort on just making videos for the platform. But that's just my opinion. Let me know if you disagree and why.